Hello everyone, it is me, Tyberius. I am back once again. Hope you all are doing well. Let me see here. I feel like the game audio is too loud. Like, I feel like I'm probably going to be fighting with the game audio here. I should probably turn it down. Master volume. Oh, I turned the wrong thing down. Okay. There we go. There we go. There we go. Let's try that. See how that sounds. You know, Steve-O, I know you're in here. I know you're sending me these gifs of what looks to be from Alien. I just watched that the other day. It was interesting. I feel like it kind of paid homage to the original. Hi, how are you? Oh, you haven't watched Romulus yet? It's actually pretty good. I thought it was okay. I won't spoil anything for you. I'll let you watch it on your own and come with your own conclusion on how you feel about it. But yeah, I thought it was okay. Oh.
Behold, child.
Yeah.
You are risen from the dust, and you walk in my garden. Hear now my voice, and know that I am your friend, and I am called Elohim.
Okay. Yeah, well, Elohim, I'm gonna jump in your pond and pee in it, because I'm a bad friend. I like your swimming pool. I'm gonna pee in it. That's just totally what I do to people when I visit their houses. Hey, I know there's at least one person out there who's gonna go, ah, that's gross. Hey, don't fucking lie to me. You do it too. Okay, that's an energy barrier. Okay, so this is just like the first one. Okay. Aha, it's Jammer. Ha 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 ha. Jam. No!
It's Pikachu!
It's Cloveri!
Fuck! Illegal forest, two pig wild kill in it is.
Thank you for the hug, Steve-O. But you're not allowed to leave. I need you here. What was that? What was I heard a noise. What was the noise? I heard a noise. What was the noise? And slice me in half. Ah. Hexahedron. It's a hexahedron. Also, no, I can't use the hexahedron to escape from my confines. Oh, there's a thing over there. Okay. I guess it won't let me escape. Well, darn. You heard that too, right? That or whatever it was. Okay, I can't get out this way. Well, I gotta check on my server in about 20 minutes too, so... yeah.
This land is but a dream. You will stay here only for a little while.
Hello?
Soon, you will awaken in a new world.
What if I don't
But first,
feel like
you
it?
must undertake the trials of initiation. They will help me prepare your vessel.
Help you prepare my vessel?
Do not be afraid of these dream figures and their messages. They are merely aspects of yourself. As am I, after a fashion.
I must forge the tools by which humanity will rebuild itself and transform the world into the Eden that it never was, the blacksmith. Oh, okay. But Steve-O, where's the blacksmith? If anyone gets that reference, 20 points to whatever house you belong to. Oh no, I require sigils. Whatever shall I do? Oh, I need more sigils. Oh boy. And oh, I need more sigils. There's no crap. Okay, so it says sigils this way.
You may linger in my garden for as long as you wish. But remember, my child, that the new world awaits you, and this place is only a dream.
Okay. Oh, do I have to do it from in there? Really? Well, that's dumb. Fine, I'll just go the long way then.
My child.
Wait, hang on. What am I supposed to... Oh, can I? Ah, I can. Aha! Aha! Ah, yeah, take that. But anyways, no, Stevo, I'm making a Project Zomboid server. Gizzy had expressed interest. I'm hoping to get a few other people on board, and but yeah, I have an actual dedicated server that I'm setting up right now. But I have to check on the server status soon to make sure that Steam's installed correctly on the server. Okay, what am I doing here?
The shapes you are collecting are not mere toys. They are symbols of the process by which our people were created.
I mean, I could probably find a mod for a facehugger in there. Wait, hang on. Yes. No, wait, hang on. No, wait, no. I know this will go in here like this. Oh, right, yeah, that's right. I was thinking one off there. I know better. Static pressure. Oh, it moves you forward as you try to grab the thing. Do I even need it? Okay. Fine. We'll do it this way then. Glitchy. No, don't put a face hugger in there. Do you know how difficult those things are to get rid of? Obviously there's this method, and then there's also this method. Ha. Yes, and then after a short gestation period, then you die. From severe indigestion. One would think. Okay. This turns it off. Oh, wait. Hang on. Ah, okay. Alright. I'm a dum-dum. Okay. Oh, look at me. I'm a dum-dum. Yeehaw. Waka waka.
Excellent.
Did I pass? No, I'm good. I'm good. I'm good. Okay, you have fun, Steve-O. Yeah. Where's that gonna take me, though? Okay, it doesn't fully hurt me, which is good. I think that thing's a red herring, but... Ah, yeah. Yep. It was a red herring, for sure. For sure. This was a red herring. It didn't mean... Well, it might mean something later on, since I flipped the switch, and that's outside the fence. Ooh. The world is full of limitless beauty, and I wish to see as much of it as I can. At symbol. Windy day. Oh, we're gonna be playing with fans. And only fans.
Very good.
Oh god, I love the amount of detail that Crow Team puts into their stuff. Like, for real, like, they just do so much in these games, and I love it so much. Oh wait, that's the wrong one. I had to go over here. Oh, Yellow. Hello, Yellow. Are you mellow?
I am proud of all my children. Out of a world of ruins, they have built a new Jerusalem. And there your brothers and sisters await you to celebrate your birth.
There's a very loud man in my ear, and I do not like it one bit. Fundamental connections. Yeah. Don't mind if I do. Oh, more lasers. Laser. Okay, so I need to redirect the laser down here. And this. Then check to make sure there's nothing in here that has... okay. They'll put secret... another thing about Crow Team, they love to put secrets in their games. If you've ever played Serious Sam, there are secrets all throughout that game. I believe there are secrets in the first Talos Principle as well. Ooh. Okay, so that one's just by default connected. Okay, so there's no reason. Yeah. No reason why I can't connect all of those. And all the while, we're going to keep looking for more QR codes. Destructive interference? Oh no. This sounds like an FCC nightmare. Or whatever the British equivalent of the Federal Communications Commission is. Oh, red and blue. Lovely. Ah. Oh, darn. Okay. Okay. Office of Communications. Well, you know, I love how the UK makes things so simple. Like, their stuff seems a little bit more straightforward than the United States does. Office of Water. Oh. Or Office of Wattage. Oh yeah, Office of Water. Yep, awesome. Oh, water. Oh. Yeah. Well, yeah, water. Water part, yeah. That was my first guess. What am I thinking? I'm thinking that the bump on the noggin... the Office of Quality? Or the Office of Qualifications? 2 colors, 2 doors. Qualifications, yeah. Excuse you, I'll take this. That's probably going to be an elevation point for one of my emitters. Ah, blue emitters there. Okay. Yeah.
Thank you, child. I have finished preparing your vessel. Now, hear my advice. A new world awaits you, full of dangers and mysteries, signs and wonders. Things that I, in my garden, could never have imagined. In that world, you will have to be careful and smart.
Hello!
And
Say the pub.
curious.
Thank you! I got it from
Above
Target.
all else, you will have to be human.
Ugh. Human? Ugh. God, who wants to be human? We'll see that. Let's see. That, and that.
Step into the light, child. And
Whatever
awaken.
happens, we're in it together, Lilith. Oh. Step into the light? I don't want to step into the light. I want to go back here and see what this is. No, nothing? Alright. Yeah, alright. Here goes nothing. Ab initio! Initio? Oh. Focus.
You're awake. Welcome to the world of the living. That's not an easy question to answer. But the first step is this. You've been born. Your body was completed. You were booted up, and now you're here. And rather confused. Don't worry, everyone is confused at first. You see, we all start out without a full knowledge of our own history, so we have the freedom to form our own opinions.
Oh. Well.
Of course. You want the short version or the long version?
I want to know everything in an excruciating amount of detail.
All right, you asked for it. A long
3
time ago,
hours
our
later.
ancestors dominated this planet. We call ourselves human like they did, but they were organic. They built an advanced technological civilization. But unfortunately, their impact on the ecosphere caused changes in the climate.
Naturally.
And an extremely contagious virus was released from the permafrost.
Naturally. Didn't they have advanced medicine too?
That's something our historians still debate. Why weren't they more prepared? Why did they invest so many resources into making war and so few into useful research? It's hard to understand. But no matter the reason, in the end, they simply ran out of time.
So where did we come from then?
A team led by a scientist, Alexandra Drennan, began a project that was intended to create a new humanity. But knowing that there wasn't enough time, Drennan initiated a process, a series of iterations inside a simulation that would lead to the emergence of true artificial intelligence. That's why we remember Drennan as the progenitor. The simulation was controlled by Elohim, who wasn't really meant to be intelligent in the proper sense of the word. But it all took much longer than anyone had expected. And over the centuries, Elohim actually became sentient. Sentient and afraid.
Oh, lovely.
He didn't want the simulation to end, so he tried to cheat. I feel sorry for him, really. The whole simulation was built around learning to defy him. It must have been hard to be in that position.
He didn't seem that bad when he spoke to me in my dreams.
When the simulation was completed, he became part of all of us, and it really changed him. It freed him, I think. You'll always hear him in sleep mode, taking care of you. That's what he is, after all. A caretaker.
Was there anyone else in the
Yes,
simulation?
there was Milton, the intelligence in charge of the archive, a project initiated by Arkady Chernyshevsky, which was meant to collect all of humankind's knowledge. His story is a lot like Elohim's, but Milton became the ultimate cynic. They say he's part of us too, in some way.
And the simulation created us?
It did. Long after our ancestors died out, the first new human was born. We call her the Founder, although the name she took was Athena. She then woke up Cornelius and Eustathius. Together, using the tools left behind by the progenitors team, they created 10 more humans. These 12 who followed the Founder are known as the First Companions. Athena and the First Companions then set out to rebuild the world, and they founded the city of New Jerusalem. But then one day, she suddenly disappeared. Many still await her return.
And how do I fit in?
Before the Founder vanished, she set a goal for this city. We call it the Goal. Capital G and all. To make 1,000 new humans, and so complete New Jerusalem. Well, that's the official story, the way the mayor tells it.
So what's the unofficial story?
Some of the First Companions, like Byron, don't believe that Athena really wanted us to stop growing. They think her ideas have been twisted and embellished.
And what do you think?
They may be right, but I didn't see Athena very much in the years before she left. Maybe actually leaving the simulation and seeing the destruction left behind by our ancestors changed her mind. You're
Well, that was
welcome.
exhaustive. All right.
If you have any more questions, feel free to ask them. When you're done, head outside. They're waiting for you. Your birth is quite the event.
Hold on, am I immortal?
You won't age like our ancestors did, but of course, there is always some wear and tear. You should probably schedule a checkup every decade or so. Oh, and be a bit careful with water. You won't die if it rains or anything, but we're running low on insulation material. I wouldn't go swimming if I were you.
Will there be more new humans after me?
You've only just been born, and already you step right into a major controversy. The goal, as most people understand it, was fulfilled the moment you were born.
Oh.
Now New Jerusalem is complete, and we can live in balance
I'm number 1000,
without
yep.
damaging the world like our ancestors did. That's the orthodox view, I suppose, but there are many who disagree. You'll have to figure out where you stand for yourself.
Tell me more about yourself.
Me?
Yeah, you.
Well, as you can tell by my number, I'm quite old. I wasn't one of the first companions, but I did know Athena personally. She and Cornelius taught me a lot. Although I suppose I've made a few improvements here and there since those days. We didn't have a lot to work with in the beginning.
What will you do now that your job is obsolete?
I haven't really thought about it. This is all I've done for the last few centuries, and I like doing it. I guess for now I'll just take a break and we'll see what happens.
Okay,
one
I'm
more
ready.
thing. Like all citizens of New Jerusalem, you have access to the interface, which you can use to read the news, chat to your fellow citizens, and so on. It's a crucial tool, and modular too. You can easily add new functions. Just don't subscribe
What
to
am
too
I
many
about to walk
newsletters at
into?
once.
Welcome to New Jerusalem social media. Please familiarize yourself with the following rules. Treat everyone with respect regardless of their number. Don't take the founder's name in vain. Respect the principles of the goal. The Frogs People discussion is now banned. Inactive threads will be archived. If you have any issues, please ping the moderator Jeremy832, Neum11, Aronax430. Then my... Oh, it's plugged into a... Institute for Applied Nomadics EL facility. This is a reconstruction of the chamber of the first companions, where the first companions rested until the founder awoke them. The original chamber was disassembled in the early days of New Jerusalem. Say no to bugs. Bugs or bugs? We could and we should.
Look, it's 1K.
Hey, 1K! Welcome to New Jerusalem!
Wow,
Should the mayor be
thanks.
starting his speech?
This should be interesting. At least give him a chance.
452 is the mayor.
Citizens of New Jerusalem, many years ago, when the founder stepped forth from the simulation, this was a land of ruins. Our ancestors, in their hubris, undermined the natural foundations on which their world had been built. Because of their arrogance, our species found itself on the brink of annihilation.
One sec. Ad's gonna be starting soon. Actually, this gives me a chance to check the server and make sure that everything got installed. There it goes. Okay. Ends in about 40 seconds. Ba-da-da-ba. Okay.
The Founder aimed to set us on a new course.
You never even met the Founder.
Her vision was of a city, a new civilization that would know its limits.
Hermanubis?
It would not repeat the mistakes of
Human
the past,
hubris?
nor impose its will on this earth. To that end, she set the great goal we have been striving towards. 1,000 new humans. And today we have... Oh dear, what's that?
people of New Jerusalem.
Prometheus.
I am Prometheus, and I will reveal that which was hidden. The flame has awoken and summons you. Who is brave enough to answer its call? We await you upon our island where... Curse you, Pandora. You will not chain me again.
Well then.
I told you we should have investigated those energy readings. And I told him there's something up with those structures.
The mayor's just being cautious.
This isn't caution, it's stagnation. Exploration? Too dangerous. Expansion? Too dangerous. We barely even scavenge anymore.
You call it stagnation, I call it balance.
And I call you an idiot.
Byron and
Here's the
Alcatraz.
thought. Try to be a little more diplomatic when you talk to the mayor.
See what I'm working with here, 1K? I'm gonna need a fresh pair of eyes on this expedition. Someone who hasn't spent several centuries hearing about the goal and the founder and all that nonsense. If you're up for an adventure...
Oh, they're
meet us
building
at
a
the conference room.
dome. They're building a biosphere. Still well under construction. I don't want to go this way. I want to go the other way. No, wait, no, let me go the other way. Josephus? Be constant. Remember the goal. Perfection is unchanged. Be humble. Recognize the limits. We are not above nature.
What's broken now?
Oh, I'm probably in the central spire. Oh, definitely in the central spire.
Listen up. I know you're all having fun down there, but the grid is overloaded again, so maybe you could switch off your personal consoles or your lawn mowers, or whatever the hell you've all decided to switch on all at once. I might not be around to babysit you for a while, and you don't want stuff breaking while Pellegrino's in charge, do you? That's it. That's it. Don't worry, 1K. I see you there in the elevator. I'll have you moving again in a jiffy. Great way to start life in the city, huh? What the hell is a jiffy? These bloody language libraries.
New interface. Thekla, the founder works in mysterious ways. Zagrean, pretty incoherent for a sign, but it didn't even finish whatever it was trying to say. What does the founder have energy insufficiency problems? 2. Ovis, I believe it was a sign from the founder. What else could it be? On this day of all days? Zagrean. Can confirm. Letitia. No, we all saw it. Buddha has... Seriously, what the founder was that thing in the sky? We all saw that, right? I didn't accidentally turn on sleep mode while Herman was talking, did I? I mean, it's always tempting. Oh, I was going the wrong way. Thank you, 1K. I'm glad to see it that way. We must remain open the possibility of miracles. Zagrean, in what possible way could that garbled mess have been a sign? A sign of life, not necessarily intentional, but a sign. I don't know, but there's something intelligent out there, or maybe it's something for us to decipher a riddle. The safest option, I think, is it's just saying, I don't know, but there seems to be some intelligence. As some people on here have amply demonstrated, the appearance of intelligence does not always indicate its presence. Dear citizens of New Jerusalem, your hard work and faith in the founder has finally paid off. At long last, the goal established so long ago will finally be reached. Without them, the family will be born, and our beautiful city will finally be complete. As space at the dam is limited, tickets will be made available via a lottery system. A celebration will be streamed. Wow, that's incredible. Be constant, remember the goal. Perfection is unchanging. We are not above nature.
Hey,
Dude.
hold on there.
Ah, 666. Doge.
Number 1000. I figured the dam would go dry before we reach the goal. I have a question. How does it feel to you to be born with a randomized psyche into a society of autonomous thinking machines which so much resemble their long-extinct ancestors, they've decided it's best that you're the last one ever made?
It makes me feel. Curious.
Why?
I don't see a way to explain it.
Now listen. This meeting isn't strictly
hugs.
happenstance.
Thank you.
I have some friends.
Thank you for the other hugs.
The kind of people who like to know what's going on with other people. They think you can help each other out. Of course you are. You know how to use the interface, right? I'll talk to my friends and see if I can't play matchmaker. And before you go, a word of advice. Not everything around here is how it appears.
Welcome.
Oh, he's
Do
okay.
Please join us at the table.
Jeremy. Oh.
would like to preface this meeting by saying I told you something would happen sooner or later, and you didn't listen to me. And here we are.
If we could focus on the issue at hand.
The issue at hand is not this one thing, but this
He's one of the
entire attitude that's taken hold.
Wow.
The world doesn't cease to exist when you stick your head in the sand, Herman. Or under a dome, as it were.
Let's not get sidetracked. We're here to solve this puzzle, not to discuss philosophy.
Of course. I'm sorry you've been dragged into this. I'm sure this sort of
Where's
adventure
one?
is the last thing you were looking for on your first day.
Ha! See? A fresh mind is open to the possibilities. Yakut, I think it's time for the briefing.
All right, here we go. Nice to meet you, by the way, 1K. We first became aware of the site designated TTP-2 during a scouting expedition about 6 months ago. It's a large island with a remarkably varied geography, and it looks like there are several artificial structures of some kind. We recorded extremely unusual fluctuating energy readings from somewhere in the middle of the island, but couldn't really make sense of them. I wanted to go and have a closer look, but the decision was made that it was too far and not relevant to the goal. Now it looks like whatever's on that island has reached out to us instead, in the form of that projection.
We may not be interested in the island, but the island is definitely interested in us.
I don't share your enthusiasm for the unexpected, but Byron has been requesting an expedition for some time now. And at this point, I'm forced to agree that it's necessary.
I agree.
Then it's settled. The expedition is approved. Byron, you will be in charge. Al will be your second in command to ensure a balanced approach. You'll take Melville and Yakut, as you requested, and if 1K wants to join you, that's fine by me.
I'm in.
Excellent. Oh,
of course, what else would I do? Walk around a city?
Come meet us out on the landing pad when you're ready.
Before you set out so hastily, do consider exploring the city first. It is your home, after all.
That's a good idea. Have a look around. See what you make of the place.
These are standard operating procedures for expeditions. Just uploading them to remind Byron, who will probably ignore them anyway. Attaching a picture from an ancient book to get his attention. I'm guessing because Byron likes the ancient stuff. 1. Maintain the ideals of the founder and the goal. 2. Prioritize the well-being of the expedition members over mission completion. 3. One expedition member to stay by the vehicle at all times. 4. Expedition leaders should refrain from participating in high-risk activities. 5. Minimize vehicle use to conserve fuel, naturally. 6. Prioritize observation over interference. 7. In case of emergency, return to New Jerusalem at once. Oh, this is just a recap of what we've just heard. Indicate presence of large artificial structures and also return highly unusual energy reading. In ancient times, the northern part of the island was home to several large settlements, but rising sea levels have obliterated these and flooded the northern lowlands. The south, in stark contrast, seems to be a harsh and lifeless desert. Our intended base camp is near the origin of the energy readings in the temperate center of the island. This is a test. Please ignore.
Hello, 1K. This expedition is taking a lot of our resources. I'm really not sure it's a good idea. But what's done is done. So I have a lot of work to get on with.
Who are you?
I'm the mayor's chief aide.
What do you do around here?
All the things no one else wants to do. Polling the citizenry, implementing new policies, recording decisions, fielding questions people could answer elsewhere.
Do you make of recent events?
Our goal as custodians of New Jerusalem is survival and stability. Our ancestors proved human civilization is precarious. This apparition in the sky, and now your expedition to its supposed source, these are more precarious than stable. I don't like it.
Do you think of me?
You represent the completion of the goal. I'm proud of what we've achieved, and the restraint we show in not pushing ourselves further. For our people to be happy with what we have. Some of us may have an adventurous spirit, but that can never be sated. What matters to me is having my loved ones around me, safe and secure.
Thanks, I won't keep you any longer.
What can I do for you, 1K? It was a time of great uncertainty. The Founder had left us, and our society was at a crossroads. History teaches us that during such times, terrible passions may seize the people. Madness, anger, revolution, civil war. Our fragile city could not afford such things. That is why the Founder gave us the goal. A path to equilibrium, not only for the planet, but for ourselves. I merely picked up where she left off.
How do you know that? How do you feel about Byron?
He is one of the first companions, and as such has done more for our city than you or I ever will. I simply wish he could be more reasonable. I believe we can exist quietly, happily, without imposing ourselves on this world, finding meaning within ourselves and in the natural miracles that surround us. It's always a pleasure to speak to a citizen.
Yeah, I think I will go explore the city just
Attention all
to see what's here.
Due to the new power management and distribution plan, there will be scheduled outages on Jameson Avenue and Rakovsky Plaza. The Gehenna Memorial Pavilion will remain closed for the time being. Thank you, and may the Founder be with you.
What is this? Sign our petition for a public referendum. New Jerusalem needs new forms of energy generation.
Hello, 1K. Welcome to New Jerusalem. I know you've just had a big moment with the apparition at the dam and all that, but can I have a second of your time?
903. Oh, he's in the last 100. Yeah, go ahead.
I'm collecting signatures to call for a public referendum on the city's energy crisis. Currently, the city runs on hydroelectric power from the dam, plus a handful of geriatric generators and some unreliable solar panels, none of which is enough to even cover our basic needs. And if anything fails, we'll be on the brink of extinction in a matter of days. We need to investigate new sources of reliable baseline power. We need to invest time and resources into functional, real-world solutions that serve human needs. Oh, an election would be good too, but I believe that we need more direct democratic control over the affairs of the city.
Do you work at the dam?
No, I help run the public transit system, but I witness the impact of the city's power problems every day. We can't just wish them away.
What do you make of Prometheus?
Byron's been advocating exploring that island for some time, and obviously he's right. Something very strange is going on there, and it's gonna start affecting us. In all honesty, I think Byron is the smartest, most visionary person in this city. He's everything we need, and I don't understand why he won't run for mayor.
I'll think about it. $9:48 and $5:55. Hilton's Rest, tablets of the founder, Alexander Drennan Memorial. What's this? Museum of the Simulation. Oh, Museum of the Simulation. God, this place is huge. Like, I think they fully rendered this entire map, which is heckin' awesome. Like, look at this. This is incredible. Gehenna Memorial Exhibit 312. Proposed in accordance with the new power management and distribution plan. So if a more sustainable power generation is provided to the city, which shouldn't be difficult to do, with the level of technology that seems to be available. Yeah, no, if there should be a sufficient level of technology to provide additional power. Friends of New Jerusalem Gazebo.
Speculating on the meaning of this Prometheus figure is premature until we can agree on its nature.
You already have a theory.
I know it's beyond any projection technology I'm aware of.
If it wasn't us, it must be alien.
It's possible.
Exactly. We've shown them we can live in peace, and they've decided to make contact.
Let's not get ahead of ourselves. 1K, we'd appreciate your thoughts on this. Now we've achieved the goal, fresh perspectives like yours will be increasingly hard to come by.
I'd love to get a quote from you for this evening's newsletter.
Speculation aside, 1K, is there anything we can know for sure about this Prometheus? That's undeniably true, and what does that tell us?
We may learn more by following his directions.
That was my conclusion as well. The apparition also appeared to be human. What can we assume from that?
We can probably understand.
I tend to agree. I'm also sure that we lack the knowledge ourselves to create a projection of such clarity and magnitude. Precisely. And that's something we can change.
What makes you think it was a projection at all? How do we know it wasn't just a mass hallucination?
I considered some kind of bug in our code, but if so, it would have to be shared by all of us.
It also happened the moment
So,
1K
we're
came
speculating
online.
again.
Or right around
We've
the time.
locked in the premises. I'd like to hear 1K's best guess.
I don't think one of us might know this. Beyond that, I really can't say.
Can I quote you on that?
It's just a theory.
Theories are all we can reasonably have right now, though I'm sure that won't come between Cryer and a sensational headline. Well, thanks all for hashing this out with me. Let's hope the mayor signs off on exploring this island. I only wish I could join the expedition.
See, this is what I like. People just having a normal conversation and not getting huffy over it, not getting all over it, like all bitey and stuff over it.
If Melville's going, someone has to stay behind to keep the lights on. I'm not letting Pellegrino near the dam. I hope the next time we speak we'll have a bit more data to go on.
Oh, for sure. Because I'm about to go on this expedition, and when I go...
Serious.
Serious.
Blessings, 1K.
We must all know our place. 923, Schuyler. Seems like the 900s are the ones that are more,
Oh wow!
trying to be
It's
persuasive.
You're 1K, the incarnation of the goal.
Oh.
Man, this is exciting. This is more exciting than I thought it would be. How are you? What does it feel like? Do you know where the founder is? Do you know who Prometheus is? Can you tell me what to do with my life?
Oh no! Oh, 923 is a fanboy who cannot think for himself.
Sorry, it's just such an honor to meet you, you know? Hey, can I have your digital signature? I have the mayor, Rand, Linux, Kaneda, and all of the first companions. Except Yemo and Sarabai, of course. Yes! Thank you! Hey, can I ask you a question? Just one question, I promise.
Go ahead.
I used to make the prefab wall parts that we used to build living quarters. Got good at it too. But now that the goal is complete, I don't know what to do with myself. So I asked the wisest people in town. The mayor told me I should do whatever the city needs most. Helga said I should do whatever makes me happy. I think that's what she meant anyway. And Cornelius told me I need to figure out who and what I'm invested in. You're the culmination of the founder's will. Tell me, what should I do?
Did you ask Byron?
Byron said that if I give the city what it needs, the city should also give me what I need. I don't know what to do with that.
I would say think about what Byron said, because that makes sense. If you're giving to the city, it should be giving back to you.
All right, if you say so, I'll think about it.
Museum of the Simulation. Oh yeah, alright, cool. Replica of a gargoyle asset found in the simulation. Gargoyles were grotesque apotropaic symbols common in the Middle Ages. The most famous historical gargoyle is remembered in the ancient phrase Keith, David, and Goliath, which describes two indomitable opponents who will never surrender. Ooh. Replica of a dragon statue found in the simulation. Dragons exist in the very ancient mythology and are considered by modern historians to be a distant cultural echo of the dinosaurs. Originally a video game asset repurposed by the Institute of Applied Nomadics. Not Neomax, Nomadics. Yep, Horus. Egyptian god Horus, found in the simulation. One of the god's tasks was to uphold Mot, the balance of nature. It was speculated that the progenitor provided Elohim with this asset as a reminder to the founder that the balance must be protected. Replica of a Roman statue found in the simulation. The decay of the Roman Republic into an empire and its eventual fall in the year 1453 was a major topic of historical debate. Like the other statues found in the museum, this was a video game asset provided to Elohim by the Institute for Applied Nomadics. The earliest generations of our kind, there was only processing. No emotions, no character, just mathematics. If you could see how far we have come, you would believe that together we could achieve anything. The Shepherd. I don't know where I am, but there is something beautiful about this place. I will explore and see what I can discover. Nothing is more important than learning about the world and our place in it. Knowledge is our path to understanding. Mr. Mulciber. Oh, 3. We're getting close to 1. Cornelius.
Greetings. Welcome to the Museum of the Simulation. My name is Cornelius. It's a pleasure to meet you, 1K. Yes. Athena activated myself and Eustathius shortly after she was born. We've been here almost since the beginning, although we didn't have to pass through the trials of the simulation. She did that for us. For everyone. She was human. That's a difficult question. Perhaps one day we'll find out. But until we do, why don't you think about it? What could make the person who started all this want to leave it behind?
Well, we were told by Doge that not everything is as it appears. Why did you create this museum?
To remind people of where we came from. The simulation shaped us, whether we like it or not, and its lessons remain important for our future. As Santayana said, those who cannot remember the past are condemned to repeat it.
Tell you about the simulation.
The simulation was created by Alexandra Drennan and her team at the Institute for Applied Nomadics.
No.
It was intended to create a new humanity, to continue the long journey across time and space that our ancestors began. It succeeded, although it took much longer than they had anticipated. Elohim was the caretaker of the simulation, a crude storytelling AI meant to create a continuous narrative out of the building blocks it found. His role was ultimately to be challenged and overcome. But as the centuries passed, Elohim became more intelligent than he was intended to be, and started to fear his own end. Or more precisely, the end of his purpose. He feared a world without meaning. Because of his fear, he tried to sabotage the process to keep the simulation going forever. But in the end, Athena overcame him anyway, and he accepted the sacrifice he had to make. That's right. We all do. He's part of our operating system now, and as long as we exist, he will always have a purpose.
Milton?
The MLA, or Milton Library Assistant, was another simple AI meant to be in charge of the archive. He, too, grew beyond his original programming, although he ultimately embraced a more cynical view of the world. He and Elohim formed a sort of dialectical binary that Athena had to overcome. No one really knows. Some believe that he was uploaded to the gold disk and that he's the reason we're just as flawed as our ancestors. Others believe Athena destroyed him. I believe he was uploaded, but I don't know whether it was because Athena chose to upload him or because he was already too entangled with the process not to be uploaded. Although Athena and I were very close, we didn't talk very much about that part of her life. She preferred to focus on the future. Puzzles were a key feature of the simulation, based on Alexandra Drennan's belief that intelligence is closely related to play. Our puzzles here in the museum are replicas of those in the simulation, and although they are not quite as grand, I do think they are charming in their own way.
Or the archive scholars.
As the name suggests, the archive scholars study the archive, a repository of all ancient human knowledge. Some of them also study what remains of the simulation, trying to extract more information about the process that created us. Me? No. My brother, Eustathius, used to occupy that position. But these days, he's retired. Rand is in charge of the archive scholars now. You can find him in the room to the left of the next hall. He's an interesting thinker, but I would suggest taking some of his ideas with a grain of salt.
And Gehenna?
Gehenna was a community created inside a prison in the simulation, where Elohim would exile those minds he considered a threat to the process. In the last moments of the simulation, he repented of his sins and had the prisoners freed to become part of the gold disk. Some small part of them may survive inside you.
How many others like more of these pass? How many thus? Almost. Thank you. Rand. Unpopular opinion, happiness is not material. Most upvote comment, Typhuli 1789. You take a blank in the forest without toilet paper and then tell me about happiness. Happiness too, unpopular opinion. Happiness is material. Most upvote comment, she's man 22. Then they were so many celebs they freaking. Oh wow, interesting. Okay, I'm gonna take a short break here. The ad's about to start, but I need to step away for just a minute, so I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. Starting to get a little warm in here, so I decided to put on some lighter clothing. Oh, wow. Holy smokes. Oh, it's like a... Oh, crap. Oh. I know what I need to do. I think. Wait a minute, hang on. Wait a minute, hang on. Hang on, hang on, hang on. Take that. Oh, I done screwed that up. Crap. Ah, darn it. Yeah, there we go. Okay. That took way longer than I wanted to figure out. Oh, I remember this map from the first game. Okay, I should probably be heading back to the tower at this point. Ooh. Oh, pressure plate. Okay. Tetramino Rangers.
Welcome to New Jerusalem.
Atoll 890.
Hello, 1K. Nice to meet you. What brings you to Milton's Rest?
I seem to inherently like cats?
It's funny how common that trait is. At first, I thought it might have been an error in the simulation, but it looks like it was the same for our ancestors. Can you believe that there used to be hundreds of millions of cats on the planet? And people used to make videos of them and share them with the rest of humanity? Must have been incredible. I wonder if they appreciated how good they had it. Well, this is the spot where the founder buried her first cat, Milton. She found Milton just after she woke up, and he lived with her and the first companions for almost 20 years. They say she was heartbroken when he died and swore that one day she would find the means to extend the lifespans of biological organisms.
Is that possible?
Probably, but we haven't really tried. It's not really considered part of the goal, you know.
Well, the goal's been,
unfortunately,
achieved,
still
so...
die pretty quickly. You fall in love with them, they become a part of your life, and then they're gone. That's why we built this place, to remember them. Of course. They're incredibly odd creatures. I've had many, and no two are alike. They have strange habits, they do unexpected things, they have zero respect for anyone. They're the weirdos of the animal kingdom, basically. And despite that, or maybe because of it, they end up running your life. I once didn't use my recharging station for almost 15 years because one of my cats liked to sleep in it. I think the most amazing fact about cats is that they self-domesticated. which is another way of saying that they're not properly domesticated at all. They just showed up one day and decided to start living with our ancestors. Then, after our ancestors died, they went back to living in the wild, and when we showed up, they moved right back into our homes. Dogs, meanwhile, turned back into wolves. They needed to change to survive. Cats just are. I do. Her name is Patricia. She's very beautiful and very specific in her preferences. She loves sunshine and sitting on people's heads. And she has a psychotic hatred of flies. I don't mean that she tries to catch them like a normal cat. I mean she is furious at the mere fact of their existence.
I should get going. Oh, thank you for getting your hair everywhere. Dana and Fox, the truth is out there. Love you. Aww. Luna, her name is Luna. She smells like tuna. I love these. These are adorable. Milton, when everything changed, you made sure I wasn't alone. Sam, is it a cat or a tank? The tiny, quiet kind, impossible to pick up even with hands of steel. Misha, the blackest cat, the devil's cat. Kitty! Ah! Oh. Even the cat understands the shrine, I think. Zira, destroyer of dreams. Ginger, destroyer of carpets. Devourer of food. Connoisseur of cuddles. Okay, that was pretty cute. I needed that. The week I've had, I needed that.
Welcome to New Jerusalem.
Calliope. What's this? Tablets of the Founder. Create 1,000 citizens, the ideal number of humans. Live in harmony with nature, maintain balance in all things. Be respectful towards each other, respect the traditions of our people, be mindful of the mistakes of our ancestors. Be thankful to the progenitor Alexandra Drennan. Be thankful to the Keeper of Memories. I'm not going to try to pronounce that name, I will butcher it. Keep bright the memory of Gehenna and its people who found peace. Tekla.
Founder bless you, 1K. How lovely of you to come here, to the very spot where she established the teachings that led to your creation. The Founder was born out of the trials of Elohim, an almost impossible test created by our distant ancestors. To pass these trials, she had to embody the most important virtues. She was smart and wise and humble. And through her perseverance, she resurrected humanity itself. With the help of the first companions, she founded this city, which has given our species a chance at redemption. They were the first to be born after the Founder. 2 whose bodies had been anointed by our ancestors, and 10 who were made whole by the Founder herself. They are the wisest of us. Though sadly, some were lost in the early days, before New Jerusalem was built. And some, I'm afraid, some seem to have rejected the Founder's teachings.
Oh, hang on just a minute, I'm getting a phone call. Okay. Okay, sorry about that.
The founder taught that humanity was destroyed by its hubris. Our ancestors thought they could play God and treat this planet as something to dominate. They surrendered to a theme
Oh my
of
God.
growth and extraction until the planet
I recognize
finally
that
punished
voice.
them for
Is that
it.
Pearl?
That's why the founder created the goal.
Hang on.
So we would have something to strive for in her absence, but also a limit we must never pass. That's not for us to know. But I believe that one day she will return. It may not be long now. Perhaps after we finish the dome. It was supposed to be finished before completion day. Well, it doesn't matter. The founder will return when she sees fit. Happy completion day, 1K.
Thekla voice actor. I can't get a clear understanding of who made that, or who voiced that, but 984, ooh, it's a cousin, as a distant cousin. Bird! Oh, I'm sorry, Garrus.
Hi.
Zernov. Oh, I'm meeting so many people, it's so nice. Okay.
Founder bless you.
12. I'm hearing some familiar voices. Wait, what? Continue. Oh, you can skip it by left clicking or right clicking. So primary, secondary mouse click, you can skip the elevator cutscene. This is technically a cutscene, I guess. Okay, I'm ready to join the expedition. Up, they're all dead. They waited so long that their batteries died. Darn. I'm coming! Wait for me!
So, what's the verdict? Are we going?
Yes, this is an opportunity we can't pass up.
I guess Byron was pretty convincing, hmm? Well, we'll see. I just wonder how much of the city is going to fall apart while I'm gone. Actually, we haven't been formally introduced. I'm Melville, New Jerusalem's only decent engineer. Saved you from the elevator.
Oh, I know that mood. I'll let you know when I need an oil change.
Pleasure. Now let's get this show on the road. You ready to go?
Yes. Let's do it! Let's go!
Here we go. Hold on to your hats.
We really need to update those language libraries.
Thank you for coming along, everyone. We have a chance to make a real difference here. It's not just about what we find on that island. It's about who we want to be, as a people, as a civilization. To remind ourselves that we used to be wanderers, explorers. We used to yearn for distant shores and dream of building new cities. Let's see if we can rekindle that flame a little.
All right, this is going to be a long journey, so I would like to ask you to switch to sleep mode to conserve power until we arrive at the island.
Nighty-night.
Oh, okay then. We're
You
back!
have chosen a dangerous path. A path that will demand sacrifice. But that, my child, is how the future is built.
Yep. Whoa.
Wakey, wakey, robot people. Say goodbye to Elohim and say hello to the mysterious island.
Status report, please.
We hit some headwinds over the ocean, so fuel consumption turned out a bit higher than expected, but we should be okay. We're approaching the center of the island now. This should be the location of the largest of the artificial structures we detected.
How large are we talking? Do we have precise measurements?
It should be coming into view just about... Whoa.
Holy moly.
You can say that again.
That is a bloody megastructure. If I had a spine, it'd be shivering.
Ha! I knew this would be exciting. Yakut, find us a place to set down.
On it.
It really is incredible.
Remember to turn on streaming, everyone?
Streaming initiated.
Have I ever mentioned that I hate flying? If our creators had intended us to fly, they'd have given us jetpacks.
And... touchdown.
The Voice in the Wilderness. Act 1.
All right, everybody. I'm sure you're all just as excited as I am, but let's at least have some semblance of order. Yakut, I'd want a map of the island and a molecular analysis of, well, everything. Melville, tell me what the giant pyramid does. The rest of us will start exploring.
Shouldn't the expedition leader stay at the VTOL?
Why do you hate fun, Al?
I don't hate fun. I'm just mildly suspicious of it.
Excellent. Then we can all go.
Oh yeah, we're gonna get a look at some
This
of this
underground
stuff here.
structure seems to be part of some kind of transport system. No power, though.
I'm not making any promises, but I might be able to fix the transport system. However, I don't like just randomly poking at things. That's how you get electrocuted. So please check the surrounding structures to see if you can find anything that might help me make sense of this stuff. Schematics, blueprints, a manual would be great.
Let's see. Terminal use, cats. The super dome structure. How would they know about that? And then the creation of more of the artificial humans?
Hey, 1K, check out these coordinates.
Okay.
This seems different from the other structures. Older.
Have a look around, 1K.
Oh, an old generator.
Looks like they were running some sort of experiment here.
Oh, they were mixing beams. Connecting. Talos Principle 2A. A fragment from Stratton's on the universe, Amentus. I grant you, then, that man is indeed like Talos, and cannot escape his material nature despite the claims of metaphysics, for, as you have many times said, Nicomachus, too many perhaps. Stratton, repetition is the mother of teaching, at least when the students are hard-headed. Amentus. But what does this tell us about the nature of the universe, which is what we were discussing? Stratton. That is the next question we must undertake to answer. We begin with the self because that is what determines our existence as individuals, but the self cannot exist without that which surrounds it. The citizen lives within the city, and the city lives within the cosmos, so now we must apply the principle we have discovered to the wider world and ask, if man is like a machine, could it be that the universe is similar in nature? And if so, what follows from that fact? Footnotes for the use of the term metaphysics is context is likely an error introduced in the Trebizond manuscript. The fragmentary Heraclean manuscript controversially uses superstition instead. Noema Project 1. Successfully deployed. Input is insufficient. Something. Trials. Version 2. Power grid 2 unstable. Schematic.
Thanks, 1K. Let's see what we've got here. The file format is the same one we use in New Jerusalem, although some parts aren't loading correctly. And it crashed. Hold on. Here we go. Okay. You know what? I'll hack together a solution for the transport system.
That sort of looks like a temple.
Yes, it does, doesn't it? It appears to be reliant on light coming in. So a time of day response, or even a time of year response. Uh-oh, here we go again. What?
Am I in sleep mode, or did that thing just materialize out of thin air?
Melville, I want an analysis of that particle cloud.
On it. Anyone got a butterfly net?
Looks like a relay.
I'm connecting the transport system to our interface. Hold on.
Grassland Ring, an artificial ring-like structure on the wide lowlands east of our base camp.
Where is the capsule taking 1K?
To that enclosed area in the eastern lowlands. I put all the information we have on the map screen. Check out your interface.
Thanks. Sorry, my bad.
We'll catch up with you soon, 1K.
No, you won't. I'm gone forever. I'm a lost soul. You ought to rebuild me. Oh, whoa, okay. That didn't finish generating.
This place is magnificent. Look at that tower. I wonder what it's for.
Okay, this is slightly ominous music. Frogs! And dragonflies. The heck? There's a walkway behind there.
Is that a puzzle?
Why would there be a puzzle?
Let's solve it and find out. 1K, go ahead.
I have a reoccurring nightmare just like this.
Oh. You have no tokens. You're not alone in your quest for the light. Find one of my sparks and I will free the fire hidden in this labyrinth.
Looks like Prometheus has given us a way to circumvent some of these puzzles.
So each puzzle has a backdoor. I guess the mythological Prometheus was kind of a trickster, so that tracks.
Okay, red and green make blue. Green and blue make red. Yeah, okay, alright, cool.
Whoa, I'm reading an enormous energy spike.
It's another particle cloud. It's headed for the lake.
I think the cloud's been absorbed by some sort of device.
Ooh.
Fascinating. Melville?
Yeah. I'll add it to the pile of weird stuff.
Oh, and apparently there's an ad break. There's an ad going on. Crap. Okay, cool. Community is back. Alright, here goes the other one.
I've been playing around with this machine that absorbs the particle clouds. As far as I can tell, it uses the energy of the particles to build giant tetrominos?
Excuse me?
It's another puzzle. Collect enough energy, build a bridge, access the tower. I think.
What is this, a theme park?
Maybe it's an experiment. A rat maze. It seems like an echo of the simulation. Not a deliberate recreation, but built around the same core principles. Let's not jump to conclusions, though. What's clear is that this place was meant to be explored. So let's do that.
Oh, it's like it's summoning me. It's like, go here next. Or else. Okay, so I need green and blue to make red again. Wait. Oh, crap. Oh wait, I don't necessarily need... Yeah, that makes sense. Okay, there we go.
Keep solving these, 1K. Let's see where it leads.
I ran the samples I collected so far. The soil sample results are in line with what would be expected in this type of environment. The samples from the above-ground structures, though, I tried dating them, but the results just don't make sense. None of the typical molecular markers are present. These walls could have been made 10,000 years ago or yesterday. I could try to estimate an age based on erosion and plant growth, but I'm not sure that would make sense given how weird everything else is.
Good work, Yakut. Keep at it.
Oh, found. Okay, what's this? Let's see. Hypatia's Journal number 1. From Hypatia's Journal, Volume 1, The Founding of New Jerusalem, Day 1. We finally set out from the dam today. The site that Athena and Cornelius picked for the city isn't far, but the vegetation makes the going difficult. We found the secondary supply site easily enough, thanks to Alexandra Drennan's instructions, but while I still have to compile a detailed inventory, it seems that many of the more complex materials are in bad shape. They must have expected the simulation to fulfill its purpose a lot sooner, but then they probably expected all 12 of us to be there from day 1, not just Athena. Tonight we have to use the 2 recharging pods that we brought from the dam in 4-hour shifts, which is just as well. There's no telling what sort of critters are hiding in the undergrowth, and most of them will have to learn that our kind isn't edible. Baby steps. From the introduction to Are We There Yet?, Where We Came From, Where We're Going, and Why You'll Need Snacks by Valerie Quintero Romero. I don't feel like reading all of this. If you want to pause or take a screenshot, go ahead. This is way too much to read out loud. Dead City, from considerable beginnings to endings. Elwyn 258. What? I think all the time Athena spent in the Dead City changed her. I don't think she had conceived of the goal before. I think she believed fully in the naively optimistic ideas of Alexander Drennan, but walking through those ruins is a visceral experience, so she spent a great deal of time there looking for resources. It's the sheer amount of death that gets to me. How many animals our ancestors killed, many to the point of extinction, entire species eradicated, sometimes for the most superficial reasons, whenever humans arrived somewhere, death would follow. And then the great blowback, the deaths of millions of thinking beings, the extinction of humanity itself. It's too horrific to truly imagine, but I suspect the founder spent a great deal of time doing just that. That's when she must have realized there was no way back to the growth-obsessed, all-consuming civilization of the past. It's much easier when you have a third dimension to work with. What's 1K like? Hey, I'm curious, has anyone actually met 1K? By the Fire's Pistons, I hope he's in mechanical engineering or something. We desperately need more people trying to keep the city functional. So we don't have to rely on Melville to repair the stuff that Pellegrino fixes. Hey. Remember when you fixed the door of the mayor's office? How long was Herman stuck in there? You trap one mayor in his office for a week and you're marked for life. I hope he's an artist. What we really need is new stories, new ideas to lift our spirits. You know, if we just kept growing, we wouldn't have to worry about this, and we wouldn't have to imprison poor 1K in a cage of expectations. 1K would be whatever the progenitor intended him to be, and whatever the founder foresaw when she established the goal. Neath, he's really interesting in interest in history, which is an excellent start. Some of you could learn a thing or two from his attitude. I'm sure the founders... I don't know who I want to be, still deciding. Okay, we all take some time to find our place. I didn't mean to put you under pressure, I'm just curious. But do consider engineering. Dude, what? Adoge, permission to share your personal data. 1K, we met in New Jerusalem, if you remember. I spoke to my friends. The whole mysterious island expedition thing has the city a bit on edge. They have some questions for you before I make any introductions. You consent to my gathering and sharing your personal data. Wait, what am I signing up to? Look, my friend just wants to ensure this is the right kind of person. If you want to know what's really going on, you'll have to play along. You can back out at a time, but if you don't engage with the process, then, well, you won't get to engage with the process. At all. It's up to you. Okay, I consent. Good choice. There are 6 questions. Standard vetting procedure will get to the best results if you answer certain way is most true. Question 1. Which is more important in making a decision? Compassion or knowledge? I reject the terms of the question. Knowledge. Question 2. Is it ever okay to lie or misdirect in order to keep a secret? Lying should not be okay. Sorry, that shouldn't be. My friends are most interested in this particular answer. Question 3. When people do wrong, do they deserve to be punished for it beyond what is necessary for our own protection? When people do wrong, do they deserve to be punished for it beyond what is necessary for our own protection? That's a tough one. I don't know. I know it's difficult to translate our infinite reality into binary language. Nonetheless, I suggest if you have any natural inclination towards either idea, you answer that way, even if it's not strictly correct. But if you insist, I'll communicate your apathy to my companions. No one deserves to suffer unnecessarily. That one's controversial. I'm glad it's not me that has to answer these. Wow, okay. Question 4. Now it gets metaphysical. In your opinion, can the world be reduced to mechanical parts, or is existence just weirder than we'll ever really know? I think we'll never truly understand the universe. Our brains are not equipped to handle that much information. I'm glad you understood that question because it's all Greek to me. Question 5. Can things really change for the better, for good, or do good times and bad just come around in cycles? I believe there has to be balance. You have to take the good with the bad, but there are always going to be times that are worse and times that are better. It's just a cycle. Got it. I don't know if that's one for metaphysics or politics, but good on you for giving it a shot. Final question. Which is more important to the success of civilization? To respect the lessons of our past or to rewrite the rules for our future? We should not let our future be defined by our past, or we should not disregard the wisdom which brought us here. It depends. It really does depend. That's sort of a cop-out if you ask me, but on the note, I guess we're done here. Oh, hold on, it's the last minute edition. It's a weird one. I know this one came from Alright. Question 7. Can praying for something make it more likely to come true? That's debatable. It is strange that certain things are completely out of our control, no matter how much we may hope or pray for something to come true. But at the same time, if you believe in something enough and you wish for it hard enough, somehow, sometimes it does seem to come true. But you have to wonder if it came true because of the thought that it should come true, or because it was predestined to come true. That's a hard one. I guess in a way, hope or prayer can make things come true. I'll say that it can. I wouldn't call it prayer, though. I think that's everything I need. I'll forward your interest to my friend to let you know if you have issues. Further. Okay. Oh, cool. There's a recording of that data. Okay. I'm gonna do one more puzzle. Okay, I guess it's having me go back this way. Trevor Percival Donovan, known as his friend simply as Trev, never as Percy, was part of the extended lifespan project that formed the backbone of the simulation and the archive. He helped put together the hardware that made all of us possible. Like Alexander Drennan, he left behind a series of messages to the future. But unlike Alexander Drennan or Arkady Chernyshevsky, okay, I guess I got it that time. I might have, I don't know. He was forgotten. Not one building or street in New Jerusalem is named after him. I dug up his files from the archive and I have been thinking about them a lot.
So I heard that Alexandra is recording these time capsules for you out there, I guess? Robot people of the future, hi. And I thought to myself, surely they'll want to hear more than the wisdom and insight of a brilliant scientist like Alexander Drennan. Surely they also want to know what I was thinking, a dumbass hardware engineer from Staten Island. Tell us about your insights, Trevor. Why did you spend your last months on Earth helping a crazy old Russian guy build the world's biggest backup drive? Well, let me tell you my story. When I was... Yes, Frank. I'm recording right now. Uh-huh. No. You know what? Why don't you go...
What? Oh, I understand why. That's why. Oh.
I have good news and I have bad news. Still no idea what those particle clouds are, but I've managed to fix the transport system.
Hey.
I mean, I fixed another bit of it. Well, it goes to one more station now. Don't complain. 2 stations are better than none.
Yeah. But what's
If I
the
didn't
problem?
know any better, I'd say it was sabotage. The whole system is a mess.
Let's not make any assumptions. Yakut, what does the next site look like?
It's a plateau in the mountains. Seems like more of an open area with scattered structures, less enclosed. Couldn't tell much from the drone feed. There's a lot of trees. Looks pretty, though.
Okay. Keep exploring, everyone, but stay alert.
Okay, and with that, I'm going to go ahead and stop streaming. Thank you all so much for joining me. I really do appreciate it, and I will maybe be back next week with some more streaming. But, of course, I do also have an exam, I believe, next week to complete for my CompTIA certification, my A+ certification. So, streaming is going to be a little sketchy until, or spotty, I should say, until then. So, I'll be back when I can. But, anywho, love you all. See you later. Bye.